Alright, at this video we are gonna talk about Cartesian grid. You know, when you invent one-dimensional, say we got 0, 1, 2, 3, and -1 and -2 and so on. See, we say like somebody traveled here 2 kilometers, say 2 kilometers, and then we say he went another kilometer with 2 plus, we say 3 kilometers here. You know, kilometer, you know, that is equal to 1,000 meter. Meter is in metric system. What I'm gonna talk about is now there is a two-dimensional. When you have a point like A, it has two coordinates. You know, you locate this point. You know, we know that it's 1x, 1y is A. The x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is 1. This is show x, you know, x, y. See here, x and y. X horizontal coordinate, horizontal axis, and y is the vertical axis. So we want to locate the point. You have to give x and y. Where is located? You know, anything here. You know, you find the y value, this is negative, and the x value there, and you say like this is about, I don't know, it's -7, -5, for example. This here comes with -5, and this is -7. You know, go to -7, -6. We locate these. This is like point C. We locate it on this grid. We say -5, -7. X is going this way, -7. Okay, -7 here, and then I'm sorry, -5. We are talking about C is -5. The value of y, this is the value of x. X is -7 and y is -5. We locate other point, like this is a point here, you want to locate it. What is this? The x is -4, but 0 y. So point D is what? X coordinate is -4 and 0. We don't have y there. At this, it is on this axis. If it was there, it had y. So, like another point here. This point here. E. Point E. Point E, the coordinate, it has y -3, but it doesn't have x, 0 and -3. See, this is the point E. It has x coordinate, y coordinate. This is x. You don't write it. Like, okay, I give you another example. What is this one? The coordinates of this one. You actually, they got to show you where they want to ask you to locate a point or draw a point. If they say, oh, I want to draw a point like this, -7, and you draw it, or h -3 -2. Okay, what is the x -3 and this is -2? It's going to be somewhere like that. Okay, this is the point h. So, you know, if it has different places like this one here, at this point, what is this? The coordinate like this is F, point F. It has 5x, but 0y, because located on this. The same as we were talking about trigonometry, you know, that zero, this was a cosine axis, this is a sine axis, and when the cosine, you know, we have zero angle, the cosine of this one was +1, and cosine of 0, cosine of 0 is 1, and the sine of this was 0. The sine was 0 and cosine was 1. Okay, let's find this one. F. If it has x, how much is x? X is 5. And, comma, we put the coordinates of, there is no y, it's 0. Let's put another point here, this point here. So there is a point, -2 in y axis and +3. So we call this one n. Point n is 3, which is +3, but we don't write usually the positive integer, positive number here we don't write the plus sign behind it. But you can write it, you know, anyway, it's, no problem. +3 and -2. If y, the point is below this axis, below x-axis, it is minus. And like this one here, if this side of y-axis was negative, and this side of x-axis this way, you know, y is negative. So +3 and -2. Well, this is the how you find out n. Yeah. So, and we didn't write h. H is -3. Say, you always, you know, they put it in such a way that you can read, you know, easily. What is x -3? X is -3. So let's write y first, just for the fun of -2. -2y is -2. The y coordinate of h point is -2, and the x coordinate is -3. I think that's enough for locating the point. We clear all these points. Okay. Let's keep these. This is B. Okay. You have a point here and a point here. What is the coordinates of this? The x component part of it, x coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate is 1. See? 1x, 1y, 1, 1. Yeah, we talked about it. And then we have B. X is -1, and then comma, -1. Okay. Now we are gonna connect this point together. Connect it. Okay. Let's wait with the ruler. I found my ruler. From here to here. See? This is actually I wanted to talk now about draw a line. Right now, draw a line. You know, between we have a point B and point A. We connect this point together. Okay. We have this, and let's do another example. Another example like one point here and one point the same as, you know, point here, a point here, and a point here. And we want to draw a line between those two. Find the length of this, find the length. You know, we talk about it if we talk about metric system, like lengths, you know, always in meter or centimeter or millimeter. You know, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, and 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. So we will talk about the units in a separate. I say like the lengths here. These are all meter, for example. This is meter, and this length is going to be. We're going to find out, you know, in meter. Like you want to measure, like you see what my. What is the distance from here to here? Okay, we have a ruler here. Actually, you know, it's in the centimeter, millimeter, and we have inches too. Okay, we are going to talk about centimeter. It's about 25 centimeter from here to here. This is the length. But we talked about the area. You know, the area is centimeter. If you have a triangle, it's centimeter here, like 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter. You multiply 5 times 10 is equal to 50 centimeter squared. Because this is meter, and times meter is going to be meter squared. Okay, we don't want to get into these. I just want to tell you that this is the area width, and this is the length. You know, multiplied together, and the volume, and also the volume. You know, if you want to find, let's talk about this a little bit, and then we go to. We want to tell you how these things work. This is something like that they have. You have to find by the volume. You find the area of this and then multiply by the edge. Okay, we shouldn't talk about this right now. But what I'm trying to say is we have a point here, A and B. No, we don't have this point. A and B. We want to find the lengths of this. The lengths. You know, B is almost it's the coordinates we are talking about. X is 4, but doesn't have 2. It has the value of y coordinate, it's 2. And this one, A x coordinate 2, y coordinates 2. 2. Okay? See, you see that the y is the same because we are in a line that's horizontal. See, this is. Let's write it in some other way. This is x1 and this is x2. x1, x2. Okay? You want to find the length of this. What you do, you say 4, we have x4, and then the last, I mean the endpoint is 4, and the start point is 2. We are talking about x. The y is the same for those. So 4 minus 2, we're going to find this length. We say 4 minus 2 for the last number minus the first one. It's going to be the length. So it's going to be 2. So the length of this is going to be 2. 2 whatever 2 kilometer, 2 meter, 2 inches. We'll talk about the unit later. You know, we have inches, like here is inches, you know. And then 1, 2, 3 inches. Like you want to see how many centimeters it's going to be, is about 7 something, because each inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. So 3 of them is going to be 7 something that we should. So it's going to be 3 times 2.54. You can put it in the calculator to find out what it is. You know, it's just let's do it. Turn this on. You're going to turn this off, and then we push again that. Turn this on, and then say 3 times 254. 7.62. 7.62. It 3 inch is going to get to the centimeter. Change it to centimeter is going to be 3.62. So I was going to say this is 2. Like what could anything could be. Okay, it could be feet, inches. Like 12 inch, it's got 1 foot. Or yard. I don't want to get into it because in conversion of units we are going to talk about it very in details. So we find, okay, let's have a point. Let's have a point. They have 2 points, like from here to here. This is 5. From here to here, we find this one was 2 because only has x. The y is going to be the same, 2 for both numbers. Now if you have, you find this one A, B, C. BC, you want to find the length of BC, length. What we do, we say the y, you know, the y1 we call it, and this is y2. Means from y1 is going to y2. It's going up. The amount of, the value of y, y1 is 2 and y2 is 5. So you subtract y2 minus y1. This was x2 and x1. Now this is y2, y1. So y2 minus y1, this was x2 minus x1. We write it, the value y2 minus y1 is 5 minus 2, because y1 is 2. So if you want to find if y1 location is the y, this is a different, we are talking about the coordinates. It's just subtracting, adding, you know, these values. It's going to be 3. So the length of this one is going to be 3. Okay. Now let's draw a line. You know, we are going to enter into the linear equations, and linear equation. Okay. Now we connect these two lines together. This is a line that connect A to C. Now we are going to find the value of this. This is this is a okay. Let's get to this first, and then because I'm going to talk about the finding the length of this. This is easy way to find it. This is 2 and this is 3. So we are going to find x. This is x. The x is an unknown number, and we're going to find it. A to C. What is the length of x? You know, we learned from the Pythagorean theory that if you square each leg, plus the square of other legs is going to be a square of x. Hypotenuse, this is x. So it's going to be 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 to the power of 2 is equal to x2. This is x. We can find if this one is perpendicular to this one. Then we are going to find out later on to prove that this is perpendicular to this one. You know, you just suppose that, you know, right now okay, to find this, the 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 3 to the power of 2 is 9. You know, remember, 2 times is going to base multiply by itself. 3 times 3 is going to be 9, 2 times 2 is going to be 4, and this is going to be 13. Okay? And then x2 is equal to 13, so the x is equal to plus or minus radical 13. We don't use the minus here, I mean, it doesn't mean anything. So the x is equal to radical 13. Okay? A square root, we get the way we do it, we square root both of them. This is going to be x, and then it's going to be, okay. Now let's talk about the functions first. You know, we have different kind of functions. Before we get into the linear function, we are going to talk about you know, different functions. First, about the linear function. Linear function. We have linear function, quadratic function, the logarithmic function, logarithm function, the exponential functions, and different, you know, functions that we will talk about it in details in a few. I mean, later on to continue this math, which you know, these are the introduction to college algebra, and then if you learn these basics, it's going to be easy to get a good grade if you want to go to college. Any major you need to know this. You know, any major you need to find the equation of a line. You know. So function is like y is equal 4x. This is a function. I mean, let's draw this function. Means for each value of x, we have one value of y. Input-output table x and y. Okay, we want to draw this function. This function is going to look like something like this. No, is more steep. Means for every x there is 4y. 1x, 4y. So for 1, it's going to be steep a little bit. So we put the value for x. This is the function. You know, so some of the things that are not function, you know, like we have all kind of different equation, different kind of functions, and you have to put the value for x to find the y. Now let's start with this linear the linear equation. Let's draw this one. Okay, let's draw. We draw this function. Okay. What we do? We give value of x. For example, if we value of x 1. Okay. What is going to be y? You know, y is going to be 4 times x. So 4 times 1 is equal 4. Is equal 4. If we give 2, 4 times 2 is equal 8. Or sometimes you want to give a negative value, like we say minus 1. What is going to be? Minus 1, 4 times minus 1. Let's put this in parentheses. It means multiplication. 4 times minus 1, instead of x, we put 1 minus 1. So 4 times minus 1 is going to be minus 4. Or let's give a 0 to it. 0. If x is 0, y is going to be 0. 4 times 0, 4 times 0 is equal to 0. Whatever you multiply 0 by that number, that's going to be, the result is going to be 0. Okay, we find some points. We find the point here, 1 and 4, x is 4, like point A, B, C, D. Okay? We find these points. We find these points. This one has A has this coordinate, B is 2 and 8. X is 2, Y is going to be 8, and this one is going to be C is going to be minus 1, and Y is going to be minus 4, because we put minus 1 in here and we got minus 4. And D is 0, 0. These are the points. Let's draw this. We got this function. So point A, x is 1, is 4. It's going to be somewhere here. Okay, 1, x is 1, and y is 4. And 2, 8. And 2, 8, this is going to be 6, 7, 8. It's going to be somewhere. Okay, somewhere here. And this is going to be 8. Let me write 8 too. 8 is going to be here. 7, 6, 5. Okay.